Fit for the Fog. It is a new week of this series. I am back from Megacon. I had a fantastic weekend away with a whole lot of walking, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I am back. It is Monday. Did I work out today? No, I did not, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's start the video. So yes, I spent the past 4 days walking a whole lot through Epcot on Thursday, Megacon Friday, a Universal after party Friday night, Megacon again on Saturday, Megacon again on Sunday. So I did track my steps for those days. And on Thursday, I did 13,542 steps. Thank you, Epcot. On Friday, 11,223 steps. Thank you, Megacon and Universal. On Saturday, 6,253. I only went to half the day of the convention that day because Brittany was meeting someone else in the morning, so we just relaxed and rested our feet after the day before. And then on Sunday, 8,000 steps. Keep in mind these steps for Friday and Saturday, likely not very accurate because I did not wear my watch. So this was not tracking my steps. It was my phone, and Mike had my phone in his pocket the most of the day. So we're actually tracking Mike's steps for a good portion of Friday and Saturday, which Mike is taller than me. He's gonna take a lot less steps than me. But yeah, most of the day Mike had my phone. So not quite accurate, but close enough. And came home. Did I feel like working out this morning? No, I did not. So I rested today, but that was a whole lot of walking. My hips, my feet, my legs were feeling it because even though the distance isn't what we do at Halloween Horror Nights, it's a different kind of walking because you're just in so many crowds and it's concrete convention floor. So you feel it in your feet and your hips really badly from just standing on concrete all day. And you're not getting to take normal strides. You're doing these little like shuffle steps for hours and hours and hours going up and down aisles of the convention. So it is a weird effect that it has on your body. I feel far more sore and tired and in pain after Megacon than I do Halloween Horror Nights, because Halloween Horror Nights, with express passes at least, I'm taking normal strides. I am walking constantly. My body does better with that than this little shuffle walk you have to do. So today was rest day, but we'll get back into it the rest of the week. So that's good. Exciting non-scale victories. I didn't end up wearing my Star Wars cosplay because I ended up just doing my Destiny cosplay 2 days in a row, but Destiny cosplay was a little bit bigger than when I wore it in August. I ended up having to pin the sides of my tunic because they were already a little big to begin with, just to make it easy to get on. But I lost enough weight that it was really big. And so we ended up having to pin the fabric on the side so that it wasn't like just billowing out. So non-scale victory there. I talked about this in the weekly vlog already, but I met Ewan McGregor. And I'm very happy with the picture. So that's a non-scale victory that I feel very confident in this picture, that I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I'll be cherishing this picture forever. So I'm very happy that I feel good about the picture. And I feel like there was something else. Oh, and then one more thing before we get further into just the week. I got a comment from Jen earlier that she was like, I didn't realize the Peloton handlebars were that far away. And she's like, you know, I'm 5'10", so maybe it wouldn't be that far for me. And first I was responding like, oh yeah, I'm only 5'4", and I'm pretty much all legs, no torso. So when Mike and I use the Peloton, which he barely uses it, it's me, but on the rare occasion that Mike uses the Peloton, our height for the seat is actually the same, because our legs, despite him being taller than me, our legs are the same length. Like our hips hit exactly at the same spot. I just have no torso. So at first I was telling her that, like, oh yeah, it's just my lack of torso. And I realized that at some point, the seat of the Peloton got pushed all the way back. I don't know when that happened, but it was likely sometime before last summer. So that means that since last summer, I have been using the Peloton all these miles that I did, all this Fit for the Fog that I did, with the seat too far back, like drastically too far back. And it doesn't mess up my pedaling that much, but you're supposed to have your knees over the ball of your foot. And so with it that far back, I am at like a weird angle, and my brain never thought to check the seat. So thank you, Jen, for leaving that comment, because I recalibrated it today. And tomorrow when I do my ride, it should be a whole lot more comfortable. And I'm very curious to see how powerful my legs are when they're in the right position. Those are all the updates for last week so far, but my plan this week is cardio tomorrow, upper body Wednesday, cardio Thursday, lower body on Friday, and it should be a good week. So I'm gonna go make us some dinner. I will show you guys what I make. We've got all vegetarian dishes from HelloFresh this week, and it should be good. So hope you're all doing well out there with your goals and you're having a good week. I am feeling good and ready to focus on my February goal, which is doing better about tracking my meals and tracking what I'm eating. Obviously did not do that while I was away, but this week kicks off that February goal. So let's get those goals, let's accomplish things, let's get active and kick off the week. Tonight's dinner is a HelloFresh recipe. It is 920 calories in theory, but I did what I normally do, which is give Mike more potatoes. Cut a little calories off mine, give him a little more, and that's dinner. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I'm about to do my Peloton ride. Hopefully it feels very different with the seat in a different position. And I'll film some on my phone, but gotta get this workout done and get to work. Okay, so I did my workout and jumped right into a work call. I didn't end up filming anything during my workout because I had to adjust the seat a few more times. So I adjusted it yesterday without my shoes on, which was a mistake because when you actually clip in, it's a different sensation than just having your feet on the pedals. So I had to move the seat back a little bit further, and I actually had to move the seat up once I was in the right position. So I think I'm closer now. It might take a few more tweaks here and there, but I did a scenic ride, 20-minute scenic ride, and in that 20 minutes I went over 4 miles because I could actually like power the bike properly. So yeah, whoops. But that is done. I did my workout, I had my work call, and I jumped right into this grant. So I still need to shower and go have lunch and do all that stuff, but I had a work call and opened up the grant, and so then I just like jumped into already attaching stuff to it. Anyway, that has nothing to do with Fit for the Fog, but that's where I'm at. So I have a Factor meal today, and then we got a new Factor box delivered, so I'll show you guys what came in that. Because there won't be a grocery haul this week because I got back from Megacon and we're just gonna have Factor and HelloFresh and all that stuff. So workout's done, felt really good with the bike in a better position. So here's our Factor delivery for the week. So we both have chicken pesto cavatappi, chorizo tostada bake, braised beef ragu pasta, and then Mike has chipotle rubbed pork chop, and I have Italian herb chicken. So that's the stuff for the coming week. And I just finished microwaving our lunch for today. So we're both having smoky tofu and baked beans with roasted corn and chili cheddar mac. Now when I see baked beans, I think like barbecue baked beans, but these are like kidney beans. You'll see in a second. It's more Mexican than it is like barbecue. Okay, so now that I've smelled it, I think it might actually be barbecue-y. Mike is nodding that it's barbecue-y. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about this, but it's beans, corn, tofu, and then a chipotle mac on the side. I'm sure the chipotle mac's gonna be good. I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about barbecue bean tofu, but we're gonna give it a shot. Well, tonight's dinner ended up being spicy soy noodles, and I heated up some peas and added it to it so I have some veggies, so it's not just noodles. So the noodles themselves are like 330 calories. Not much nutrition to it, unfortunately. Just noodles. I don't think there's protein in any of that. So I'm assuming it's just noodles, and then I added some peas. Not too high in calories for the peas. So say under 500 calories for this bowl, which leaves me quite a bit of calories left to go for the night. Probably end up seeking out some more protein in other sources. I've got some yogurts, I've got some high protein yogurts. I've got some frozen yogurt bars that are high protein, that kind of stuff, just to kind of fill out and give myself a little more nutrition for the day. So hello, Fit for the Fog. It is Wednesday. I am getting ready to do my upper body workout since I didn't do it on Monday. And we're just gonna get right into it. Don't judge my desk. You're gonna see it behind the footage, my office in general. It's on my to-do list for this weekend, okay? Like my desk, my office, everything in this room, on this half of the room is a mess right now. This side, perfect, like good to go. The part you see while I'm working out, bit of a disaster. And that's been on my to-do list because I need to clear off this space so that I can wheel my treadmill under my desk when I start doing that, because I do want to start doing that. So that'll probably start next week. So this weekend, I really need to focus on cleaning up my desk and getting the space conducive to doing that. But don't judge, I'm gonna fix it this weekend. I did that big house clean the weekend before Megacon. I was at Megacon this past weekend, but this weekend, to-do list, my office. So let's do this upper body workout.
2 a.m. in the morning, I'm in my story smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. Oh, you got me looped about it. You and me, you got me losing sleep. I'm in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I'm in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived. Blow my mind with a warning. You digging deep within me. I feel upset.
Don't think I'm going to Publix this week. I'm looking up at the list right now. I don't think there's anything that we desperately need. So I think I'm gonna put off the Publix, but here's our HelloFresh recipes that we got for the week. So we've got za'atar roasted zucchini and pepper sandos. This is one we've had before. It's really, really good. Has sweet potato fries on the side. We've got Szechuan pork noodle stir fry and Monterey Jack unfried chicken, which should be good. Ooh, sriracha mayo. So this is what it looks like beforehand. It is the braised beef ragu, 590 calories and 37 grams of protein. And there's today's lunch, beef ragu with some cavatappi and green beans from Factor. I have some exciting news for Fit for the Fog. So last summer, I watched through the entire series of someone playing through The Last of Us Part 1 as Halloween Horror Nights homework. And what I got in the habit of doing is I would watch an episode, because they were about 45-minute long episodes. I'd watch an episode while I walked on my treadmill. Well, they just released the remastered version of The Last of Us Part 2, and my guy that did that whole playthrough is doing a playthrough of that. So I think starting next week, that's how I'm gonna get myself motivated to do the treadmill, is I'm gonna watch episodes of him playing through Last of Us Part 2 while I walk. So I loved Last of Us Part 1. I really fell in love with that story. And so I'm excited to watch Last of Us Part 2. I already know spoilers, so I already know some things that are coming up, but I'm excited to watch it anyway. And I was really sad when that was done, because I did that for like, I think 2.5 weeks, where I watched an episode while I worked or walked, and I loved it. So he's got 10 parts up now. I'm not actually sure if that's the end of the game. I need to click and see if he's done. His channel is called The Rad Brad, by the way. He's got 13.5 million subscribers. So he's got a decent audience. 10 was just one day ago. This is an hour and 18-minute long episode. So I probably won't get through an entire episode each time I walk, but yeah, nope, this is not the end of the game. But with the episodes being that long, it'll take me a while to catch up to him. So let's, okay, so he's doing a lot less episodes, playing for a lot longer period of time. So I will have plenty of episodes to keep me busy for a while, especially if I'm doing like 30 minutes 30-minute blocks of walking. This will be really good. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna start that next week. I did a little bit of desk cleaning today. I got all my Megacon stuff put away. So I'm getting closer to having my space cleared in order to be able to walk, and that'll be fun. I'm excited for it. So highly recommend finding something like that that you enjoy, because the time goes by really quickly. And I purchased this desk specifically to have it as a walking desk in order to be able to get my steps in that way, and passively get steps in, especially since I work at home. I don't really walk that much when I'm in general life. Not much of a commute from my bedroom to my office. So it's a good way to get steps of finding something like that that you like to watch. And I need to do more of that, where even if I'm not watching a video game, if I'm just watching like one of Jacqueline's vlogs or one of Dee's vlogs, they're like 30 to 45-minute long segments. So it's a perfect way to get some steps in. So that's what I'm thinking of for next week. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And here is dinner. Finished Sandos before we close them up. They look yummy. Had some extra veggies on the side. I know this one's good. I remember it being really good. Well, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, and it is my second cardio day of the week. And I'm doing a Peloton lane break ride. I haven't chosen what songs yet, but I'm gonna do lane break. Give that a go with my seat in the proper position. See how that goes. Should be interesting. I will try to remember to film some on my phone this time, because I failed that on Tuesday. But I was still figuring out my seat position on Tuesday. So today, hopefully, I can film a little bit on my phone. But before I even started, I'm going to show you what the new position looks like, because it looks very different than what you last saw. And I'm really quite curious as to when that happened and how long it's been like that. Because I don't think, I mean, obviously I didn't realize it had happened, and I just got on it. I assume it happened during my long break from using Peloton. So I came back and started it last July. So I assume it happened sometime before last July, and so I got on it and was just like, well, this is it. Like, forgot what it felt like, and yeah. So, whoops. This is what it looks like when I clip in now. Oh my gosh, failure. There we go. Looks a little different, doesn't it? So yeah, that's what it's looking like now. And I will let you guys know once it's done how it feels. So it gave me a 99%. I don't know what I missed. Apparently I missed a stream at some point. I don't remember that happening, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. 211 calories, 7.2 miles biked in 30 minutes. I'm done. So today for lunch, Mike and I are both having the same thing. We're having a chorizo tostada bake. And this says it's 710 calories. However, I'm going to show you what happened when I opened them. Mike's slice is humongous. Mine is much smaller. So mine's definitely gonna be less than these. I ended up weighing it, and Mike's is way over what they estimate, and mine is under what they estimate. So curious, but yeah, so not exactly going to be this, but looks like it's gonna be good anyway. Just my slice is tiny. So here's Mike's slice, which looks and smells really good. Obviously you guys won't be able to tell the heft of it, but it's pretty hefty. And my lunch, which still looks really good, but not nearly as much of a portion. I'm fine. It's just a curious thing, because pretty much every time we've gotten Factor, it's been identical. So it's the first time I've noticed something like this, but I think it's going to be tasty anyway. So update on the chorizo bake. That was a top 5 that we have ever gotten from Factor. I loved it. Mike has gotten it before and I was jealous when he got it because I was like, dang, that looks really good. And so I got it for both of us this time. Top 5. I loved it. So, so, so good. So lunch was delicious. My workout's done. I am diving into work here. I've got my York, which is one of my favorite little things. Hack for you. If you're like me, if I am craving something sweet after I eat, which is every single time, having something mint flavored satisfies me a lot better than something just like chocolate. The mint, I'm good. So it's a nice little after treat. And then I think it's kind of similar to like brushing your teeth, where if you brush your teeth and you have that minty flavor in your mouth, you don't immediately crave food. So anyway, more peppermint patties. I put mine in the freezer. So this is fresh from the freezer. Let it thaw for like a minute or two and then it's perfect. So that's today. I will catch up with you guys later for dinner. I don't know if I'm cooking tonight or if we're going to go out. Time will tell. I need to figure out my plans for the weekend and see how that all works out. I know I am doing like an all-out thing for the Super Bowl on Sunday. I don't even care about the Super Bowl. It's just something fun to watch and I always enjoy like watching the spectacle of it. I used to be pretty into pro football, but I'm not anymore. So anyway, this is more for the weekly vlog. I need to switch gears and talk about this on the weekly vlog, but about the food, we're gonna go crazy on Sunday with the food for the Super Bowl because I love like that kind of making stuff or something fun like that. So we're gonna have like a bunch of different dips and stuff. So I'm trying to be diligent on tracking leading up to that so that I can allow myself to go a little wild on Sunday because it's all about balance. So we'll see, but I'll catch back up with you guys when it's time for dinner. Fit for the fog, TGIF. We have made it to the end of the week. Unfortunately, that means it's lower body day, but we have made it. It is the end. And I haven't picked out which one I'm doing yet, but it's gonna be lower body. Probably something with Adrian because I do mostly Callie for upper body, at least for now. She is very pregnant. I think she's due in March, so probably gonna have to take a break from Callie for a bit and find someone else I like for upper body, but I do prefer Adrian for lower body, and Adrian's one of my crushes. You guys have heard me talk about him. He is dreamy. So lower body with Adrian. I probably didn't put this in here, but we ended up going to Carrabba's for dinner last night, which was delicious. I stayed close to my calorie range because I only ate half of what they gave me. The portion was humongous, so we've got the other half in the fridge that Mike will probably end up eating. And I had quite a bit of calories left from lunch, so stayed close enough to my range that I was still technically in a deficit, just not as much of a deficit as I normally do. It was delicious, and yeah, now we're gonna do workout, and I'm gonna go to Publix to get stuff for the weekend. I don't think it's going to be anything healthy because it's gonna be a lot of Super Bowl food, but I'll show you the haul anyway. I'll show you the grocery haul anyway, even though it's gonna be pretty much all stuff that's not gonna be included in this vlog because it's gonna be Super Bowl Sunday fun stuff, but I'll show you anyway. You guys like a grocery haul, so let's get this workout done. Today's lunch from Factor. It's not the most beautiful one I've ever had, but it's chicken pesto with cavatappi and green beans, garlicky green beans with a little tomatoes in there. Not beautiful, but hopefully it tastes good. This is a new one for me. Well, here is the gigantic grocery haul that I promised. So, as I said, this is not fit for the fog. This is just Super Bowl fun. Super Bowl snacks. So they did have a lot of BOGOs going. So you'll have to watch the weekly vlog to see what recipes I'm making. But I've got some Fritos, We love Fritos with one of the dips that I'm making. So I went ahead and got 2 bags. My Publix popcorn. Cheez-Its were BOGO, so I got those. Mike really likes to snack on those for sure. I always like to have wheat thins in the pantry. Crescents were 2 for $5, I think it was. It was BOGO. I take it back. It was BOGO for the crescents. So I got 2 things of crescents, even though I only need 1 for recipe, but I'll use the other. A lot of cream cheese, sour cream, 2 blocks of sharp cheddar. We got some of our Mio drinks and some Crystal Light for our waters. These Skittle packs for the waters. I really like these. Some crumbled blue cheese for a recipe, and then some better blue cheese to snack on. These I got for science, so you'll see this in the weekly vlog, but goldfish crisps, those are new to me. So I got all 3 flavors, salt and vinegar, sour cream and onion, and cheddar. I love goldfish, so hoping I'll like these. Marie's was BOGO, and I wanted blue cheese for a recipe, so I went with the creamy chipotle ranch. We've never tried it before, and I figured if we don't like it, it was free. Some jalapenos for game day, some tomatoes, some green onion, some chopped chilies, olives. You might recognize what all of this makes up if you've watched the vlogs for a while. Frank's Red Hot was BOGO, so even though I only need 1, I mean, it's free, so I'll put the other one in the pantry. And then I was intrigued because our favorite wing place in Bartow does Old Bay hot wings, and I wondered if this is what they were using. So, wanted to give that a go. We needed regular Tabasco, we needed aluminum foil. This is a new Chobani flavor, which is my favorite creamer, white chocolate mocha. And then this is what Mike uses because he goes through a whole lot more creamer because he drinks a whole lot more coffee. So that is his. I got a rotisserie chicken for one of the dips I'm making. And then we're gonna have these for dinner tonight. These are our favorite veggie burgers, and I got some rolls to go with that. So that is the not so healthy but fun grocery haul. And there we go. Dinner, veggie burgers and peas and a fresh haircut. All right guys, well it is actually Monday. I'm about to start the video for this new week of Fit for the Fog, so it's time for me to sign off. But it was a good week. I didn't really need to extend this through Sunday because I didn't post a video on Friday, so there's nothing for me to discuss here. But it was a good week. Did 4 out of my 5 workouts. Did a bunch of walking at Megacon, and I cleaned up my office. So now I can use my walking pad starting this next week. So I'm gonna sign out, but I will see you guys again next week for another episode of Fit for the Fog. Hope you guys are doing well on your goals and feeling good about things too. So I will see you then. Bye.